Hey guys, and welcome to Pixel Cherry Ninja's channel. In this video today we are going to be talking about an upcoming game called Nyanja, and this is a game for the PC Engine. Yes, the PC Engine is my favorite console of all time. So this game has cute little ninja cats and it is just fantastic. Now, if you grew up in the arcade like me and you played games like Bubble Bobble, Nightmare in the Dark. Okay, Nightmare in the Dark isn't as popular, but I do like that one. Games like Rodland, really good arcade version, but wow, the Amiga version is fantastic as well. Then Snow Brothers, which is probably my favorite single screen platformer of all time. So naturally, when you combine the words PC Engine, single screen platformer, I'm gonna pay attention. And trying out this demo, I was not disappointed. As soon as you play this game, it takes you back to that era. That era where you went to the arcade and you saw something like this in the track mode, you rustled your coins together, you put it in the machine, and you were not disappointed. It really is that good. And I have to say, I was very impressed with the level designs. It kind of makes you work out how can I approach these enemies, and that was what was good about these single screen platformers. There was a mild element of puzzle in there because sometimes the enemies would be high up and you'd be like, how the heck do I attack those? Well, you know, you need to float to the bottom of the level and you will magically appear at the top. Kind of like that old Asteroids game, but we know Bubble Bobble did it too. So to tell you a little bit more about this game, this is Nyanja. It is releasing for the PC Engine CD. However, there is a Windows Steam version planned, which I think may come out a little bit down the line. It's launched by an indie developer by the name of Saru Maru, and I think they might be called Saru Pro as well. That might be the name, but Saru Maru is one of the main developers behind this. The crowdfunding campaign done fantastically well. They smashed their target and they were going towards some of their stretch goals. People that back this from, well, all different places around the world: United States, Japan, France, United Kingdom, where I'm from, Canada, Australia, Germany, Spain, Mexico, and Holland, to say the very least. So this is definitely confirmed for a PC Engine CD and Windows. However, if certain stretch goals are met, then they plan to release this for the Sega Mega Drive, aka the Genesis, and also the Sega Dreamcast, but that will be in 2026, potentially the Nintendo Switch as well. So kind of look forward to that. You can't have this on, well, you can have this on as many consoles as you want. It's the type of game that deserves to be everywhere. I mean, it's nice playing it on a retro hardware, on CRTs. It looks fantastic. By the way, all the footage that you're seeing here, I did capture on my MiSTer FPGA's excellent PC Engine core, or as you guys call it in the States, the TurboGrafx 16. Now the game is supported by 3 different languages, English, Spanish, and Japanese, and the targeted release for this is going to be November 2025. And honestly, even though it seems like it's a few months away, I feel the older I'm getting, the quicker time goes. Unless I'm really waiting for something, then time kind of slows down, but I kind of need to focus on something else, and all of a sudden it just kind of turns up. So by the time you're watching this, guys, the Kickstarter is going to be closed, but I'll leave links in the description where you will be able to buy a digital version of this game. You can even purchase the soundtrack if that's your type of jam. And yeah, so the ROM will be for sale, and that's likely what I'm going to play. You know, I'm not much into the physical collection anymore. Honestly, I don't even have the space. But let's now talk about the little game. As soon as you play it, yeah, it'll feel like those single screen platformers. You'll go through, you have different enemy types. Now, one thing I noticed in here, either I wasn't taking too long in any levels, but you know in Bubble Bobble when you get that crazy whale, the one that looks like a crackhead whale with its eyes sunken in, chasing you, you don't get that if you take too long doing the level. Or in Snow Brothers, you had like the pumpkin chasing you around that made you rush around and kill the normal enemies. You know, the pumpkin, it was invincible, so you didn't get that in here. However, that's not a bad thing. This game has plenty going for it. I especially like the power-up. So naturally, when you start with a little shuriken, and it only has limited range. Then you get more powerful shurikens. You also get kunai weapons. You also get a barrier that gives you an extra hit. Bosses in this are really good. I beat the first boss, but man, I died on the second boss because, you know what, Pixel's just not that good at games anymore. But guys, it's really fantastic to see this stuff in 2025. It really excites me, because for all the people that back like projects like this on Kickstarter, they want that physical game. You want to feel like that kid again, where you've got your brand new game, because hey, you know, we're all gonna get our GTAs, we're all gonna get our Call of Duties, but when we get an old game and we put it into our old machine, we kind of feel like that kid again. All right, fair enough. Most of us are like, I don't know, above 40, late 30s, or some even in the 50s. I've even spoken to a couple of subscribers that are in their 60s. So when we get this disc, we open it, we put it into our machine, it feels like we are that kid again, because we're all chasing the nostalgia. And I definitely feel Nyanja does a fantastic job with that. It really does capture that arcade PC Engine vibe phenomenally well, and you can feel it. It really does feel like a PC Engine game. So I'm not exactly sure if the demo's publicly available. If it is, then check the pinned comment, or maybe I'll edit the description and put a link to that. But this is well worth checking out. If you back the Kickstarter, then absolutely fantastic. I hope when you get it, you enjoy it and let me know about it. If you didn't and you're interested in this game, then check the website. Links I'll leave in the description, and maybe you can buy yourself a ROM when it comes out. Or, you know, if you don't have a MiSTer, you don't have a PC Engine, you haven't got the means of playing it anywhere like that, I mean, you can just play it on an emulator if you like. But if you want to wait for something like the Steam version, or hopefully if it reaches the stretch goals, something like the Mega Drive, the Dreamcast, or the Nintendo Switch later down the line, I wish the developer of this like the best, because I love stuff like this coming out. And if developers like this do well, it means we get more stuff like this. But yeah, you want to play this game. Now, I only picked one character when I played it. You can pick out 2 characters, but I picked the one because it's a blue ninja cat. And guess what? My little ninja avatar is usually blue if I ever have it with any type of clothing on more than just the head. So it kind of reminded me a little bit of my channel logo as well. But that's it for this video, guys. Just wanted to highlight this because it is fantastic. Share your thoughts about this, and yeah, if you're on the fence about it, I'm telling you, it's awesome. If you like Bubble, if you like Snow Brothers, and you like ninjas, you are gonna like this. Anyway, be super duper awesome to one another. Oh, one last thing. I've got an interview planned with the developer on the 2nd of August 2025. Now, depending on when you're watching this, if you're watching this before the 2nd of August 2025, then sign up for the live stream. It'll pop up on the end screen. I'll try and leave it in the description as well. And if you're watching this after that, watch the replay. You know, the developer will talk about this game, their journey as like an indie developer, all the obstacles that they face. We'll ask them a little bit about development and tips, but it's going to be a live one. So come along, ask your questions, and we want you guys to participate. So that really is it now. This is Pixel Cherry Ninja out.